99X, same as it ever was. It's Barnes and Leslie. We are the Morning X. One thing we have done for, 30 plus years, and we're not stopping because there's a lot of it. Celebrity Sleaze, presented by McDonald's. Best part about working at McDonald's, it's the people.
Now, we talked about this in the last Sleaze. Joe Burrow's house was broken into while he was playing in a Monday night football game. Of course, the quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals. This is such a strange story. Olivia Ponton, who works for him apparently, she's an influencer and a model, and her mother called 911, I guess, to report this burglary. So here's Olivia calling 911.
This is not Olivia. That's the confusion. He is engaged to this girl, Olivia Holzmacher.
So who called 911?
This girl that works for him, this Ponton girl.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Which I think, no, you just said that here's the 911 call from Olivia.
Yeah, Olivia Ponton.
No, Olivia Holzmacher. Is there another Olivia? They're both named Olivia?
I'm just saying, the story is saying Olivia Ponton and her mother were there. Ponton was staying at the house, and according to documents filed by the police, she is employed by Joe Burrow, Olivia Ponton.
So there's two Olivias.
Yeah, she's like a model and an influencer.
Because the girl he's engaged to is Olivia Holzmacher.
Well,
Okay, so this is going to be a sleaze story.
Can we get an investigative reporter in here, please?
Seriously, Leslie, this is going to become a sleaze story that's not about the robbery. If he's still engaged to her, and I'm looking at her Instagram right now, you go four pictures back, she's at a game. And then 6 pictures, there's a picture of her and Joe Burrow. And then this girl, I'm not saying she doesn't just work for him, this other Ponton girl, but, I mean, the dude's got good taste. And it just seems kind of strange, unless he just found the most beautiful house sitter on the planet, that this is happening.
Well,
that she's at his house.
Here's the 911 call.
This is cray.
Someone broke into my house. There's a car outside across the street, and I don't know if it's there. And they just got out of their car.
No, there's something wrong. Who are you?
Are you security?
Do you know, is that an officer?
Are you
Carter?
sure? What's your name? He says Dan Carter.
Somebody broke in.
Okay, yeah, it looks like we have him doing security there. Are you able to
can they
contact
please
him?
send other people?
Yeah, do you have
It's
a
like
time frame?
completely messed up. Okay, yes, can they please send more people?
Yeah, I have an officer being dispatched out there and letting them know.
This is just
Barnes, if I know you, you're going to be researching this all day.
all day.
I have a theory.
What?
Maybe he has an open relationship. But you know who does have an open relationship?
Maybe they broke up. I don't know, but these pictures are recent on her Instagram. Who doesn't have an open one?
Well, who does? And they talk about it all the time. Bunny and Jelly Roll.
They still do?
Yeah, Bunny just posted a video kind of explaining the open relationship to the world.
I've always loved bringing women home. It's just who I am. I love women. I think they're beautiful, and I love watching my man with other women. I love it. Jay and I believe in giving each other freedom. We don't say, hey, you can't do that in our relationship. We give each other the freedom of choice, which in return, when you give people the freedom of choice, they don't want to act on it as bad. So we just kind of like have our relationship like, it's, when we say open, it's not like we're like swingers, and it's more a freedom of choice, trust, love, and respect for each other. When you give somebody that option to make their own decision, 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna want to do what they're allowed to do. I am literally so picky. Everybody knows, if you listen to my podcast, that I'm saving myself for one specific person. I'm not gonna say his name because you guys will always tag him in the comments, and the dude probably already thinks I'm a stalker. But as far as boundaries go, my only one request is tell me. Never do something that another female can tell me in my DM before you do. That's it. That's the only stipulation I have. And Jay, his rule is, I just don't want to know about it. Don't bring your mess home, is pretty much what he says. So
I'm a little speechless, but hey, you know her celebrity crush is this guy from the band called Motionless in White, Chris Cerulli.
Well, all she needs is for Jelly Roll to get pissed off about this situation, then she's going to be in a tough spot. By the way, going back to your story, I just went to Dumois on Insta, who is the end-all, be-all.
The Joe Burrow story?
Yeah, and they talk about that they're wondering if he is single or not, is single and mingling ? And they're talking about Olivia Ponton being the person calling the 911. And let's see, the pair was first linked this summer with fans assuming the brief romance was over. Guess not. So the word romance used, and then people were talking about Ponton, quote, employed by Burrow. But what about the other girl, the other Olivia that he's engaged to? Developing.
Okay.
This is a hot story.
Well, I have another developing story.
What you got?
2 more arrests in the Liam Payne death investigation. Hotel manager who called 911 now being charged, along with another employee. This is happening fast. The receptionist, also, her name is Esteban Grassi, being charged after the judge assigned to the case weighed in on her involvement. Wow, this is happening fast. The judge has called for the 2 parties to be notified of their charges. And then his friend, Roger Norez, is also scheduled to be in court the next day over charges of abandonment of a person followed by death. This story is getting crazy. Guess what's bigger than ever?
What?
Streaming. Streaming in November reaching the highest level since February.
I wonder why November.
41.6% of time spent watching TV attributed to streaming.
A lot of people on vacation. Yeah, I watched a lot, so I could see that. People just chilling.
You want to know, like, the top 5?
Who's the biggest?
Well, Disney at number 5, followed by Hulu. Number 3, Prime. What do you think number 2 or 1 is?
Well, Netflix has to be one of them.
Yeah, Netflix number 2.
YouTube?
On top, yes.
Is it YouTube?
10.8%.
Yeah.
YouTube.
They're looking to take over the world. They are on it.
It's insane. That's your Celebrity Sleaze.